I watch the shows back to back, basically. One in the day and the night, and basically the other same thing. Yeah, this is Derrick Yasha, and today I'm going to review Danny Phantom and Vandread. Yeah, hell fucking to the yeah, dog. Alright, so let's get into it. Danny Phantom. Alright. So the story and what the show was about. Alright. Basically, Danny's parents build this ghost portal, and what happens is, while they go away, he basically accidentally turned on the machine. Basically, well, he walked in there, but he basically turned on the machine, and then that's how he got his ghost powers. Okay, and that's how he became Danny Phantom. Also, the fact that the ghosts keep on coming out of the ghost portal, and it's up to him to hunt them down and basically put them back in the portal, basically. And trouble ensues and all that. Alright. The story here is really good, alright? And also that this feels like a mixture of Superman, Yu Yu Hakusho, and with the parents doing all the ghost hunting, Ghostbusters a little bit. Okay, so it's all three combined into one, which is fucking awesome and badass, alright? The characters. Danny Phantom slash Danny Phantom, Tucker Foley, Sam, and basically Lancer, and Dash, and Paulina, and basically Danny's family. Okay, so yeah, the characters is good. Also, the villains as well. I forgot some of the villains' names, but the only two that I know is Skulker and Vlas Blasmias. Okay, uh, Vlad Masters slash Vlad Blasmias. Okay. Obviously, my favorite character is that Danny. All right, Danny is just an average young man. All right, and basically, when he turns into Danny Phantom, that's my favorite. All right, and also, my second favorite character probably has to be Vlad Masters, just because he's like a reference to Dracula. Vlad the Impaler, you get it now, you get it. Okay. I really like it when he turns into Vlad Blasmias, alright? Because that is fucking awesome and gangsta and badass, alright? What more could I say? And that's the fact that I'm a Dracula fan, okay? But anyways, moving on. The voice acting is really good here, alright? You have some familiar voice actors, and also, the one that I recognized was Ron Perlman as Lancer. All right, fucking awesome, fucking badass. All right, but some of the voice actors and voice actresses you might recognize them from some shows. Okay, and I don't know what those shows are because I'm not familiar with the voice actors and voice actresses. Okay, all right, so the writing as Danny goes from point A to point B to point C, I like all of it. It is fucking badass. It is fucking awesome. Okay, from start to end. What more could I say? All right. And the animation is kind of similar to Fairly Odd Parents, even though I do not like that show and I do not care and give a shit about that show. But I gotta say, this is Butch Hartman's better shows. Okay, just saying though, for the fucking animation, it's fucking great. All right, and of course, the music. The music is phenomenal. All right, even though that some of it is taken from Fairly Odd Parents, like mainly when they're in the school or ghosts show up. Yeah, I kind of recognized like the original soundtracks a little bit. But even though that it's taken from Fairly Odd Parents a little bit, basically, I'll just give it a hell fucking yeah, dog. And the show overall itself, it's just a really good show. You gotta go and pick this up right now. At Walmart, you can pick this up for $20. Okay, plus tax, so it'd come up to 21 something. All right. So yeah, I give the show a 5 out of 5, and I'm pretty fucking happy to have this in my collection. Seriously, just saying though, I'm happy to have it in my animation slash anime collection. All right. So moving on, we're gonna move on to Vandread. All right. So the story and what the show is about. All right. Basically, let's just say a lot of years from now, let's just say in the future, everything is fucked up and everything is just like downhill because men and women is not together anymore and they're on separate planets. Okay. The men are on Turek and the women on uh, Migera or whatever the fuck that planet's name is. Okay. Also the fact that you basically see that they gotta put civilization back together. Okay, they gotta put everything back together piece by piece. All right. So I'll really say that the story is good here. All right, it's good. All right. The characters, of course, the only characters that you are going to follow and care for is Hibiki, Dita, Miss Blondie, all right, because she is really that forgettable, all right, and plus, for me, she wasn't really that likable of a character, and May or Mai, yeah, I kind of liked her a little bit, and basically, that's it, because the other characters are just side characters, all right, so yeah. The characters, the main characters are good, but except for Miss Blondie, I didn't really like Miss Blondie that much, and I don't care what her name is because I basically wiped it out of my fucking head, and I don't really care to say her name. All right. The voice acting by everyone for the English dub was really good. All right, and I liked it, but for the Japanese dub, I don't really care. I don't care to listen to it. I'm not going to watch the whole series again just to listen to the Japanese dub. Alright? Just saying though. Um, I guess you could say the animation is good, but the CGI is okay. Alright? When they get inside their mechs, it's okay. Alright? But I could say it's a lot better than Family Guy CGI because that looks faker than shit. Okay? And no, I will never forget about that. I'm still mad about that shit. Alright? That I don't have to fucking explain it. Okay? If you want, go watch my Family Guy rant part 2 or something. But anyways, let's get back to it. Alright, so the 2D animation is good, but not the CGI animation is a little bit good by a little bit, okay? Let me talk about the mechs basically. Well, I mean, you got ships, and of course you got a vanguard. But if you combine the ship with a vanguard, you get a Vandread, basically. Well, that of course is when Dita combines her ship with uh, Hibiki's Vanguard, then you get fucking Vandread, which is basically like a Gundam knockoff, but a fucking awesome Gundam knockoff. Of course, when Miss Blondie and Hibiki combined, it turns into a crab ship. And then, of course, when May or Mai, however you say her name, When she combines her ship with Hybiki's Vanguard, it turns into like this this weird bird ship thing, whatever the fuck it is. But that that is pretty fucking awesome too. It turns into like a bird mecha ship thing. Okay, so yeah, that is really good. All right. I think I moved way too forward. I think I was supposed to talk about the writing. Okay. Well, the writing for season one is really good. Okay, and also the fact that for the second season, it's not all that good, and I'll explain why later. But it's just like point A was good, but point B was just like okay, and point C was just a fucking letdown, and I'll explain that too. Okay. But basically what I could say is some of the writing is good, all right? So let's get into the music. The music overall was good, all right? And I don't know what else to say about it. It was just good, okay? And the show overall itself, enjoyable for the first season, but not at all for the second season. Probably because the manga is probably better than the show, probably, and it explains a lot more stuff, which I should probably hunt down the manga, but not really. I don't know. Excuse me. I guess I had gas from the fucking second season. All right. Um, I would say the show is good for the first season, but decent for the second season. All right. And still, it's gonna get a 5 out of 5. All right. And then here's my little rant. All right. I mean, I just kind of dreaded. That's funny. You get it? Dreaded. I know, but listen. I dreaded the second season a little bit, and because of terrible writing and terrible story, um, whatever. I mean, soon as the Misty chick um comes onto the ship, that's when the fucking show goes downhill. All right, I just hated that bitch because she really brings the fucking show down a little bit. Okay, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, that bitch complains too much. Also, the fact that she was trying to steal Hibiki from Dita, and I was pissed off a little bit about that. All right. I'm like, you blue haired bitch, how fucking dare you? You're just jealous because Dita is 10 times better than you, bitch. Okay, you're just a little fucking nobody that just arrived on the ship. You're like a fucking newbie. Okay, like fucking Call of Duty shit. Okay, you get killed off. All right, and you're complaining about it. Well, you know what, bitch? I don't care. All right. And I don't care that she was crying. I don't give a shit about that, all right? Because the only thing I give a shit about is Dita, all right? That's the only thing I care about, all right? So yeah, bitch, fuck you, get off my ship. Okay, yeah, it's my ship, bitch. Um, anyways, the second season suffers a little bit because mainly it just goes downhill from there, and the ending wasn't all that great. Okay, basically, what Hibiki tries to pretend to leave Dita, but then takes Dita with him. Okay, yeah, that ending for me kind of sucked a little bit, and let me explain why. Because they were hyping up all this time that Dita and Hibiki was supposed to get together and be lovers, but to end the series off like that, that was a punch in my balls, and it fucking hurts. Okay, it hurts to the point where I'm down to the ground fucking crying, basically. And man, it was just a fucking letdown, really. And I'm pretty sure I wanted to fucking burst in tears and cry because Dita was supposed to get her kiss. Dita was supposed to basically um be happy. Okay, but no, I'm not fucking happy at all. Alright, you wanna know why? Because that was a stupid ending. Okay? And also the fact that you have an OVA, a fucking OVA that I only watched for a little bit and it fucking sucked. Okay, the two OVAs. Fuck the two OVAs. Okay, seriously, I will never watch those pieces of shit ever again. Those two OV fucking A's. All right, it was a fucking letdown. No lie. Okay, but here's another thing. All right, the whole thing where she was trying to follow Hibiki. That's understandable, alright? Just saying though. Cause if I was Hibiki and I was on the ship and she started to call me dog man and all that shit and start giving me dog toys, then I would fucking love it. Alright, just saying, I would fucking love that shit. Also the fact that if she was to invite me to her room, hell to the fucking yeah, dog. For reals, for rizzles, yo. I would be hitting that. Tell me you wouldn't be hitting that. Come on. Come on. You tell me you wouldn't be hitting that right now. She's pretty hot. She's hotter than the whole fucking women cast in the whole show. Just saying though. I mean, the rest of the women are okay, but I like her the best though, for real. Like, if I had to say she's my favorite female character out of the whole show, but my favorite character out of the whole show is Hibiki. Alright, but I would have to say that Dita is my second favorite character, but man oh man, what I would love to get with that. Okay, basically. But yeah. Anyways, I am out. Peace.